don't focus on a victory. Focus on the journey.
The journey and the person you need to become.
Person you need to become, the journey you need to take.
Yeah.
Make excellence the air you breathe every day.
Hello influencers, and welcome to another episode of Chats with Champions. On today's episode, I have my man Dananjaya Hettiarachchi, who is the 2014 World Champion of Public Speaking.
Very much.
Now, as a person that speaks around the world and as a World Champion of Public Speaking,
Right.
I wanted to ask you what three tips would you have for a person that wants to communicate better, that wants to speak better in public?
Well, I think the first thing is you got to keep it simple.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I think one of the most important things in speaking is understanding how to avoid clutter,
Yeah.
how to avoid complexities, how to keep what you want to say simple but inspirational. So that's step number one. It has to be simple but inspirational. Anybody can make it simple. That's the easy thing to do, but you got to make it simple and inspirational. Number two is authenticity. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Don't try to talk about something which doesn't resonate with you. And don't try to push a message that you don't believe in. So part of becoming a great speaker is also about finding who you are. Because in order to be a really effective communicator, you got to find out what your own philosophy is. So how do you be authentic? Find yourself, find your philosophy, and dwell in it.
Yeah.
And you can speak about that, and that brings out your authenticity.
Yeah.
The third most important tip, if you want to become a really great speaker, is knowing that 80% of the people you're speaking to
Yeah.
is you. You can go around the world, you find 20% that separates people. Your skin color, your religion, all of that jazz. It's the surface.
Yeah.
You take away the cream, okay? What's inside is just you. It's just another version of you in another country wanting the same things as you. But it's just a different name, different height, different face. So when you realize that as a speaker, it's this overwhelming emotion that you are me.
Yeah.
So what you need to have is that ability to kind of shave away the cream, right? That's the power of a great speaker, is to shave away the cream and connect with the you in the audience.
Beautiful.
So those are my three tips.
Amazing. Okay, excellent. And one other question. What tips would you have on someone wanting to win, like to become a winner? Obviously, as a world champion of public speaking, you...
Let me reframe that question a little bit. Right. I think winning is a very momentary speck in time. If you look at me and say, Dananjaya, you won the world championship, and if you quantify that time, it's just 1.5 minutes. That's the part where I get the trophy.
Yeah.
So when you say you won or winning, is actually the moment you step on stage and you get the trophy.
It's who you identify.
Right? So before you win the trophy, you haven't won it yet.
Yes.
And after you grab that trophy, you're passed. Okay. So winning is small momentary specks in time. They're like the tips of a wave.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to focus more than on the result is you got to focus on the journey. You can win in so many different ways. See, the World Championship of Public Speaking, you can win the World Championship of Public Speaking with a very average speech. A technically correct average speech. You could win that. And there are many winners that have won the World Championship, and some speeches aren't as inspirational as other speeches. Okay. So it doesn't need to have to be an amazing speech to win the World Championship.
Okay.
So you can still win. But that victory is not going to get you anything.
Yeah.
Because the whole world is going to judge you from that speech. So for me, even today, I'm so happy that I won with an extraordinary speech than an average speech faster.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
When I look at my speech, sometimes even I can't figure out whether I did that speech. That's how I know it's extraordinary. It's beyond my reach. That means I've stretched so much that I've never stretched that far again. So, because of that, people appreciate me. Because that's now my CV. That's how the world recognizes me.
Yes.
So don't focus on a victory. Focus on the journey.
The journey and the person you need to become.
Person you need to become, the journey you need to take.
Yeah.
Make excellence the air you breathe every day. How you brush your teeth, how you wake up in the morning, how you put on your shirt, how you eat your food. If you want to be great, become great at everything. Because how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah.
Right? So when you make that a philosophy, the victory will come.
So it's the identity, the person you identify with being a champion.
Yes, and you understanding that there's nothing called I want to be successful.
Yes.
You can be successful at this very moment. The way you sit, the way you dress, the words you use, they're all measures of success.
I think I'll write it down.
You don't have to wait until someday to be successful. Right?
Yeah.
So when you understand that philosophy, what you do is you become who you want to become every day. And at one point, you will get the results you want to get.
Beautiful.
So that's kind of my biggest tip, because we live in a world that's mad on success, right? I mean, people are going mad trying to find success. It's because you can't find success.
Yes.
Success is not something you can find, dude. Success is something that happens.
Yeah,
right?
It's an action.
It's more than action, it's a reaction. You can't force success.
Yeah.
You see, if you could force success, everybody in the world will be successful.
Yeah.
Right? All this jazz we're talking about, like hard work makes you successful. Hard work doesn't make you successful. There's so many people who never worked hard who became successful. Just like, if you don't work hard, you will not be successful. No, that's also not true.
Yes.
These are things that we just make up. The truth is, success happens. So all you can do is become ready when that moment happens. So how do you become ready? Focus on your skill, focus on your craft, focus on who you are, and you refine yourself every day.
Okay.
And then, just like flowers bloom in a plant, the flowers of success will bloom for you.
Beautiful. Well, there you have it. Words of wisdom from a world champion of public speaking. Dananjaya, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Pleasure
for
mine.
coming on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will see you on another episode.
Oh, hello Internet. Munir heard you like cat videos, so he hired me to talk to you. He makes videos to show you how to influence yourself through mindset changes and others through the power of persuasion. So when you hit the subscribe button now, you will get exclusive interviews, secrets, and mind-blowing tips on how to lead a more successful life.